Winter Snow Scene Watercolour. Colours used: Naples yellow, alizarin crimson, French ultramarine blue. First, wet the paper with plenty of water, but don't have the water running down the paper. Brush in some Naples yellow into the sky area and a little bit into the foreground. Then, using a mixture of alizarin crimson and French ultramarine blue, mix a little bit more blue and get it slightly darker. And just dab it in. Letting the water disperse it. You can see now that it's looking like a landscape picture. And I'm thinking of adding some farm buildings in the distance. This is the distant trees. I'm taking out the paint that's on the paper there to make rooftops for the farm buildings. These are distant trees. And bushes, hedges. The paper's still quite wet. You can see as I apply the paint, it disperses a little bit. Just before it dries, you can take out the branches in the bushes and the trees with a small penknife. A little bit of foreground shadows. Using the penknife now, you just got to catch it just before it dries properly. Makes it look like snowy branches. I need to keep this area pretty clean. So you lift out the colour, because I want to use this for the rooftops of the buildings. You can now see the distant farmhouse taking shape. This would be a roof of a outbuilding. Don't forget that when you apply paint, it always dries a little bit softer and lighter. And if you overpaint it too dark, you can always dab it out with a piece of tissue. There's a building. Be another big building by here. Just some shadows on the snow. This is the part I like, it's just putting in the distant farmhouses. Just little bits of detail here and there. Looks like a snowy field with a view to the farm. This painting was done while the paper was still damp. Sometimes when you're doing a different scene, you need to paint in the sky and then dry it, or let it dry, before you put in all the detail. Just basically putting in a bit of fencing, some uprights, bit of shadow, telegraph pole. Later on I plan to put a farmer driving his sheep towards the farm. Maybe a bird. Basically now it's just putting in a few bits, branches a little bit darker. Don't over fiddle because you mess it up. Using my knife again to just scratch in some detail. And up till now it's just been the use of 3 colours and some clean water: Naples yellow, alizarin crimson and French ultramarine blue. Basically that's it. Thanks for watching.